Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, I'm Akila, and today I am joined by my husband, Abdul Malik. He is my videographer, my photographer, my business partner, my everything doer, my right hand. Take it away.
Wow, what an intro. Hi everyone. In today's video, we are going to be answering some of your questions about content creation.
So a special thank you goes to Radisson Blue Gautrain here in Sandton, Johannesburg, for sponsoring today's video and allowing us to film in their beautiful space. Also, if you are watching this, you are of course an aspiring content creator, or maybe you've already started. And on that note, if you're looking for more help, we have a very exciting announcement coming in this video. So keep watching, keep following the Q&A, and you'll know it when you hear it. So if you want to find out more about digital content creation, keep watching.
So question number 1, how do you start at a low cost but achieve a high quality look?
Okay, so firstly, the most obvious option is you can use your phone. Anything, especially when it comes to iPhone 7 and up, has an amazing customizable camera and a really good microphone if you are creating videos. Then we always swear by using Lightroom Mobile, which is a free app. You can customize your lighting and your colors and bring out the quality as well. And then if you would like, you can purchase presets, which are filters that you can install into the app and achieve a certain look.
We sell our Lightroom presets and we'll leave a link in the description below. Also, you can use VideoLUT to add filters onto your videos. It's an app that is free and fully customizable.
Also use lots of natural light. This always looks a lot better than artificial lighting, and it is free. The more light you have on your object or subject, the more data your camera can capture, so the higher the quality of your image is going to be. Okay, so question number 2, what is a good camera to use? Now, before we even get into this, I want to make something clear. It is not about the camera you use. It is about the person behind the lens and what you can do with it. I don't know if you guys have seen any of Selena Gomez's new music videos, but they are all shot on the new iPhone. All of them, completely.
Depending on what level of photography you're wanting to shoot on, be it still images, videos, or both, we tend to go for cameras with good overall features such as good video quality, good image quality, and stability. It's said that a good overall camera is the Canon T7i and the Canon 800D. Also, you can get you one of these lenses. It's the Canon EF lens 50mm 1.8.
So the 50mm 1.8 lens is one of the most affordable lenses on the market, if not the most affordable, but it will also give you such a crisp and expensive look. It's great for close-up product shots, and for portraits it's going to give you that blurry background, the crisp foreground. It's really great. We also, for vlogging, we love the Canon G7X Mark II. There is the Mark III that has just launched not too long ago. So this is amazing for vlogging. It doesn't have a mic jack, but it's really great for vlogging. This is what we use to film all of our travel vlogs on. You can go and check out the quality. It's got a touch screen, it's got Wi-Fi on it, so if you do take pictures on here, you can send it to your phone immediately. It has a flip out screen as well, and it has video stabilization. So this is what we use specifically for vlogging. Then if we want to shoot some images on the go and we don't want to take our big DSLR with us, we have the Fujifilm X-T100. This was actually a gift to us, so it wasn't something we would have chosen, but the image quality on this little guy is so amazing. It is so sharp, so crisp, also has Wi-Fi on it. The video quality, however, not so great, so I wouldn't recommend this for vlogging.
Till this day, people still use older model cameras and capture breathtaking images
and videos. So question number 3, how do you go about selecting your location?
Sometimes we go out and we just find locations on our own. Akila also keeps a note on her phone of a list of locations that we can shoot at. I like to use location tags on Instagram to see what's out there and what places we can shoot at.
Yeah, and then sometimes we go to that place and it just doesn't work for us. The lighting is bad, the location isn't just quite what it looks like on the gram, and then you just gotta wing it, man. You just gotta make a plan. And honestly, we've had a lot of time and practice when it comes to shooting. We shoot all the time, and practice makes perfect. So we're at a point now where we have trained our eyes and we just know what works and what doesn't. You just constantly have to be looking at images, also have reference shots. So look at ideas on Instagram, on Pinterest, online, see how you can adapt that for the locations in your city, or use that as an idea and that's how you train your eye. That's how you begin to see what's going to work for you and what isn't.
So question number 4 is, where and how do you start your YouTube channel?
Okay, so firstly, you need a Gmail account, and then you just go onto YouTube. That way you can just upload a video and technically your channel is started. However, if you go into YouTube and you search for the YouTube Creators YouTube channel, this is a channel run by YouTube themselves to uplift and grow creators. They take you through every step of the process, and they start from the very beginning on how to set up your channel and get going, all the way to growing and defining your personal brand online and how to monetize it.
So the next question is, in videos, do I prepare what I'm talking about, or do I just wing it to sound more sincere?
So it is important to do some prep so that you are succinct and to the point, because if you drone on for too long, you're going to lose your audience's attention, and audience retention is really important for your growth and your engagement. Next question. When it comes to lighting, do you only shoot at golden hour, or do you shoot at different times of the day?
So we are quite flexible. We shoot at any time in the day. I know that a lot of people shoot only at golden hour to get that beautiful light, but the reality is, if you are in the content creation industry, then you basically have to be flexible and shoot at any time of the day with any lighting conditions.
So a lot of the time what we are left with is really harsh sunlight outside, but we have a really amazing trick for that. Basically, if you've got really harsh sunlight coming down, but in somewhere for sure there's going to be a slightly shady patch. If that area is still nice where the shade is, put your subject or the person just in that shade, just out of that sunlight, because that sunlight gives them an amazing light on their face, while everything else is has got like this really nice even softer light, so it can still work really well. Now for the next question. The people are dying to know, what manual settings do you use on your camera for photographs and video?
Okay, so I wrote this one down. For my images, I set my picture style to neutral. I use one-shot autofocus. I manually select my focus point. I usually use continuous shooting so I can get more images in. I set my auto lighting optimizer to the off position. I don't like my ISO to be higher than 500 because of that graininess it will add. I set my aperture value to the lowest so that my subject looks crisp and the background is blurred. I recommend a shutter speed of 200 to 400 for that sharp yet smooth effect. For videos, my settings are 1920 by 1080p at 25 frames per second. A good rule of thumb is, if your frame rate is 24 frames per second, your shutter speed should be double that.
Also, if you can increase your frame rate, try and do that with your videos, because it's going to give you that smooth, buttery, cinematic look. And you can even do this on your iPhone. A lot of people don't know this, but it's a good thing you need to know.
So the next question is, how do you edit your photos on your phone?
You guys, there's a whole video on that. I'm going to link it over here, and then you can watch it after this video.
And then the next question is, how do you edit your videos?
So I use Premiere Pro, but you can also use Final Cut Pro. It's a lot more user-friendly and has a lot of features.
So the next question is, how do you edit your videos faster?
So you definitely can learn keyboard shortcuts in order to make certain actions a bit faster. You can also get presets for transitions, for text animations, and video filters to give your video a very quick, more polished and slick look. However, video editing at our current standard, it takes time and it takes a lot of practice, and for me especially, it ends up in a lot of late nights. Even though I do have someone that often helps me to lighten the workload and helps me with editing some of the videos that we shoot, it still can take a lot of time. I'm only now, after like 2 years, feeling super confident and comfortable with the editing software that I use to produce the quality that we do.
Another way to add speed to your process is to install an SSD hard drive to your computer, and this will just make the process of editing and sorting files and copying files much faster.
So when you edit videos, a lot of the time you will find you may need to render your video, you may need to export your video, you may need to import files, and these things can slow down the process a lot. So this drive speeds that up big time. Then the next question is, where do you guys get your ideas for the content you create?
For visuals, we compile a mood board with images from Pinterest and Instagram. That's also where we will get pose ideas and concepts that we can rework or remix in our own way.
It's really important to stay inspired all the time, but not to copy somebody's concept completely. Another thing I like to do is keep a note on my phone, so whenever concepts or ideas come to mind, when the moment strikes, I just write it down and then I save it for a later time. We are also quite inspired by what our audience wants or things we wish we knew, and now we know it, so we want to share it with you. And then we also like to ask you guys what you want.
So the last and final question is, how do I grow my following and keep my audience engaged?
So when it comes to this topic, we could probably do an hour-long discussion at least on this alone. But if there was one tip we'd want you to take away from it, it would be add value.
Don't just make content for yourself. Make content that is great for your followers.
And something that benefits them. Adding value can mean that you entertain them, you educate or teach them something. It can mean that you give them something to think about, something to relate to, something that will make them want to talk, and something that will make them want to share it with their friends.
This can also be used in your business. For example, if you're selling a dress, show your followers 5 ways that you can style that dress instead of taking one still image of the dress.
Then end off your content piece with a call to action. So give them something that they should do. Tag somebody who would want to wear this dress. You could tell them, share this with your friends. You could say to them, double tap if you think this dress is cute. You could say, comment down below which look is your favorite. Comment down below how you would style this dress. Don't just post and go. Also, stay online for about an hour afterwards, especially if it's on Instagram, and engage with your followers. Answer their questions. See if you can get into a discussion with them in the comment section. That also boosts your engagement. Because no shade, but there's a lot of useless information on the internet right now. Something may be really pretty, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to make somebody else's life better. So they're less likely to share your content.
It doesn't have to be a brand new mind-blowing concept.
Exactly. So if, for example, you look at our top performing content across our different platforms, on YouTube, I have a turban tutorial, 3 ways to tie your turban. And that has over 500,000 views. And that's because it's teaching people something.
On Instagram, Akila surprised me with my dream vacuum. People found it so funny, it got the most shares and replies
Ever.
On the Instagram stories.
Then if you look at my blog posts, my top performing blog posts are always the ones where I get all, deep and reflective, and I share, like, it's almost like a journal, but people find it so relatable. They find it inspiring. They're always like, wow, thank you for this reminder. It changed my whole outlook. It gives people something to think about, People love that deep talk, and it gets like thousands of views, and it gets shared so much because it's adding value.
So the bad news is we've run out of time.
But the good news is, and this is the big announcement, since 2018, we have been working on an ebook for digital content creators like yourselves. So we're going to teach you a bunch of content creation tips. We're going to teach you how to run your platforms as a business. We're going to teach you how to approach brands and monetize your business and make epic content and to think like a digital brand, and we're so excited for that. Thank you once again to the Radisson Group for letting us film in your wonderful space.
And thank you guys for watching.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.